Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Stats and Chats. I'm Jason.
And I'm Bella. This week we'll be talking about F1, World Cup updates, and some predictions. So, bing, bang, boom, let's get started.
Bing, bang, boom. I know.
Repeat every single week. It's not your thing. It's
Okay.
just kidding.
How's your morning? Haven't seen you.
Yeah, I had practice.
How was it?
It was chill.
Yeah. And work this afternoon?
Yes.
What does chill mean when you're talking about practice?
Well, okay. Basically, for me, it was chill.
Let's make this
because
about you.
We've started tapering,
Yes.
kind of.
Yes.
Not really. Like, still high yardage, but it's a little bit more like drill based stuff. Still some fast swims every practice, but a little bit more like longer warm up, more drill type of. So that's a little bit more chill than if we just do like short warm up, straight into main set, lots of fast swimming, high yardage, high intensity.
Okay.
So it's a little bit less intense.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chill.
That's chill.
Productive.
Yes, productive.
Productive's good.
Productive is good.
Absolutely. Some good meets coming up.
Yeah.
Exciting meets. And actually, Sophia's got a meet this weekend.
Yes.
Starting tomorrow.
Yes.
Flags.
Yes.
This will be the last flags for our family, I think, right?
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah, it actually is.
Except you're going on Sunday to root on the team.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Got to cheer on all the youngsters.
All the youngsters.
Yeah.
I saw somebody, before we get into stuff, on my way home this morning, I saw somebody wearing a Lakers shirt that was running in our neighborhood.
Was it Lakers swimming or?
Yeah, I think so.
Like Windermere Preparatory School?
No.
Lakers.
No, Lakers swimming.
That's cool.
It was a guy.
That is cool.
I didn't know anybody lived in our neighborhood.
I didn't know anyone lived in our neighborhood either.
Maybe in the next neighborhood.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll
I
see.
don't know.
Anyway, good stuff. All right. A lot has happened.
Yes.
We have a lot to talk about.
Yes.
And I figured you would rather start no place else than Taylor's wedding.
Yes. Cool.
So, officially married.
Officially married to Travis.
What's your take? What are your thoughts? Were you invited? How did it go?
I was not invited. I don't even think she knows who I am, unfortunately. But it's awesome. The only thing I'm mad about is that she hasn't posted pictures yet. And I'm like, girl, we're all waiting for you. Like, come on.
Yeah.
You're going to break the internet. Like,
yeah.
I need to see the pictures. Like,
yes. Anything stick out to you around who was invited? I've heard some chatter around who was invited. It was it was a variety.
I feel like when you're that famous, you can do whatever you want. Like, I don't even have the right to give comments about who she invited because...
Were you surprised by anybody?
Not really.
Excited about anybody?
Did you hear that Adam Sandler officiated their wedding?
I did.
Yeah, that's cool.
It kind of ties to your...
have that too.
I want to watch old Adam Sandler movies that you talked about last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Adam Sandler.
Sure.
But, yeah. I mean, it was... Yeah. I mean, it was like 1,000 people.
Right.
It's a lot of people.
Were you surprised that it was at Madison Square Garden? Mom did not believe, Hot Pod Mom did not believe it was going to happen there. Up until the time that it actually happened.
I mean, I didn't guess it was going to be there. Like, that wouldn't have been my guess. But if you're going to invite that many people and you have basically as much money as anyone could ever want, where else would you want to do it?
I feel like it probably came down in some ways to security. Probably wasn't their first choice, but also probably one of the easiest places to ensure there was 100% security, which I can imagine for them was important and difficult. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Almost a little bit of an eclectic guest list from what I've heard and read and whatever. One of the, you talked about Taylor sharing pictures and everything like that. Do you think this is going to be made into a movie or a documentary? Is she going to make money on this?
I saw that there's a rumor that she's gonna make her wedding a movie, so then you could watch them get married.
Yeah,
I was like, I would watch.
And
that.
is that good? So you're not holding that against her?
No, I want to watch her get married.
That she's monetizing her wedding.
But I don't think she's doing it to monetize it. I don't think that's the goal. I think the goal is to show appreciation for her fans.
But
because she can't have.
So can you release it for free?
There. Can you really what?
Can you just release it for free then? Do you have to charge your fans to watch it?
I mean, what is she going to release it on that's free? YouTube?
Sure.
No.
Why not?
You're not.
Instagram.
It's not like she's going to. I don't think she's going to make it a movie and make it in the movie theater and then you have to go pay. I think.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh, okay. That's what I was asking.
I think she's just going to put it on a platform like Disney Plus where her stuff is.
I got you.
And not like I don't think it's going to be like in the theaters.
Okay. Like like her concert movies.
Yeah, no. I don't think
so it'll be more like the documentaries that she puts on Disney. Okay.
Yes. Sorry. I should have been more clear.
No, that's okay.
I don't think it's going to be like
it's different.
In a movie theater, pay to go see it. I think it's going to just be like, yeah, you have to pay for the streaming service, but like it's where all her other stuff is. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. We'll see. And then when's she going to go back on tour? Is she going to have another tour?
Well, I think she's going to release another album before she's going to go back on tour. That's my idea.
Okay.
I think.
Do you think she will go back on tour?
Yes. But I don't know. Because I don't know how you could top the Eras tour.
Yeah.
You know? So.
Super Eras.
Yeah, literally.
Eras +1.
Yeah.
Married Eras.
Oh my God. You need to stop.
Yeah. Anyway, we could go down that whole rabbit hole. But interested on your takes on the wedding. That was the beginning of July 4th weekend. Good weekend. Yeah. A little quiet around here. You worked all day on the 4th.
Yeah.
And you played pickleball.
I did play pickleball. It was really fun. I worked, but like I didn't have to guard. We were just like helping at the craft station with all the little kids. So it was cute because like my craft station, they were building big, like, I don't know what they're called, like popper hats or something.
Okay. And like Uncle Sam?
They're like really tall and they go
like Uncle Sam?
Yeah. And then you like measure it to the kid's head and then you staple it and then they get to decorate it with like.
Wait, you didn't staple
stickers.
The kids' heads?
No, I stapled the hat together.
Okay.
So that it fit on their heads.
Okay.
But yeah, then they decorated it with like little stars and stuff. So it was cute.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Were there a lot of kids?
Yeah.
Good crowd?
Yes.
Nice.
A lot of people.
Even with the rain?
Yeah.
Rained here in the Sunshine State.
It's always raining.
It's been raining a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Yeah, so that was cool. And then a little family time on Sunday was awesome.
Yeah.
So it was a good weekend.
It was
a good weekend. And July is here. And with that, another swim record.
Yeah.
Bites the dust.
Summer McIntosh.
All right. So what did she do?
Okay. This is actually, you want to know a fun fact?
Yes.
So this is an old record.
Yes.
Not a very new record. But on the women's side, it is the last supersuit record.
What does that mean?
So there was an era of swimming. Michael Phelps was in this era. So if anyone knows Michael Phelps is.
And everybody knows who Michael Phelps is.
I mean, most people do. But like when he was swimming, it was kind of in this era where super suits became a thing.
Okay.
And they were like, if you've ever seen a normal tech suit for a girl, they go from like straps on your shoulders and they go to like right above where your knees are.
Okay.
So it's like a full suit. Well, a super suit would go down to your ankles. So it was like full body length suit.
Okay.
And it made you faster.
Okay.
And it was like, I mean, obviously it's a whole nother part of your body that's basically cut off from circulation.
Yes.
But yeah, so this was on the women's side. This is the last super suit record to be broken.
And are they still allowed?
No.
Okay. When did they stop? Any idea?
No clue. No exact year, but it was a hot minute ago.
Interesting.
But yeah.
So this was the last record, even though it was the record happened during the era, it still was allowed.
Yes.
And
so it was still a valid record.
And then supersuits were then not allowed anymore, but the record stood until Summer McIntosh said, "Excuse me, I'm going to take the record."
Yes. So it was between 2008 and 2009 was like the main era of these. So like right when I was born pretty much. But yeah, they were literally like from your ankles all the way up, like super, super tight. But in 2010, they made them go back to traditional tech suits, which go like
2010.
right above your knees.
So they didn't last long.
No.
Interesting.
No, because I mean,
did guys wear the suits too?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did Phelps?
Yeah.
Did he?
I think so.
Huh. I don't remember any of it. So interesting. All right. I did hear that Phelps actually texted McIntosh after she broke the record.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Yeah. Fellow flyer.
Yeah.
And then did you hear what she did after she broke the record that night to wind down?
No, what did she
I saw an interview. Love Island.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't argue with that one.
You can't. I didn't figure you could.
Yeah. I mean, I don't watch it. A lot of people I know watch it. Sophia watches it.
Yes, she does.
I only ever watch it if she turns it on the TV, though.
It's a lot. There's a lot going on there.
I just don't watch that show, period. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's popular.
Yep. Want to get into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so this week I am looking at the most recent F1 race in Silverstone. So, a lot going on here. So, it's kind of not one story, just a bunch of things that happened because it was crazy. So, Kimi took pole. He won the sprint race in Silverstone. But he took pole for the Grand Prix. Just, looked like he was going to break the curse of if you win the sprint, you don't win the Grand Prix.
Yeah.
But that did not happen. Leclerc, from the start, just pow. He took control, took the start immediately from the start of the race, was in P1 for a minute. That kind of went back and forth a little bit towards the middle and end of the race, with the end of the race finishing out with a safety car out in front. So he won the race, but didn't get to see those last couple laps because safety car interrupted the race because Max crashed.
Right.
Only a couple laps left. The announcers were like, Leclerc's got it. He's winning this. And I'm on the couch like, guys, there's 8 laps left. Let's calm down. A couple minutes later, Max goes into the Lando stand. So that kind of brought the safety car out, which was a little bit surprising. And then after it was cleared, everyone was kind of expecting them to just restart the race, which is what typically happens. But they just kept it out for the last 2 laps when, in my opinion, wasn't really needed. But it's fine. Okay, so looking at some of the lead changes, Kimi caught Hamilton for second and went all the way to lap 36 on medium tires, eventually pitting that lap, and went on to fresh hard tires. So it looked like he was going to chase down Hamilton, chase down Leclerc, and win the race, which is what we thought because he won sprint and got pole. But lap 41, his left front wheel shield failed and made it hard for him to turn the car properly. So the team hit him again, tried to remove the debris, but it was already broken. It wasn't going to work. So he kind of fell down, and then they gave him a 5-second penalty because he was track limits, but I mean, I think that's kind of annoying. And then obviously because the safety car at the end, he was in 8th or something, but because the 5-second penalty and everyone was smushed together, he went all the way down to 16th. So he was trying to stay out there and earn points for the team because, as we saw last year, a couple points can matter a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But because the safety car smushed all the drivers together, way closer to that 5-second window. 5 seconds just dropped him all the way down.
Yeah.
So that's kind of his story. And then more to the chaos, Max crashed.
Right.
And we kind of thought he was going to have a comeback. He was climbing up to podium, really had a good race, but went into a turn too fast, and then he tried to take control again, but just made his car go the other way and crashed into Lando Stand. Did you see all of them in their yellow shirts?
I did see them. I didn't realize that that's where he crashed.
Yeah.
So that's pretty interesting.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, they looked like a bunch of minions because they were all wearing like the bright yellow.
Yes.
It's really cool, though, side note, to see the change in Lando Stand. They started it last year, and
okay,
this is the second year they've had it, but it's like way more people this year.
Yeah.
You could see, I saw a picture that was like the difference.
It was huge.
And it was so much more this year. So
yeah.
That's really cool for him. Just to have that at home. It's kind of a big deal.
Absolutely.
Hamilton had a 5-second penalty during the race for a false start, which is kind of interesting because it made me think about swimming a little bit.
Sure.
Because you're obviously reacting in both scenarios,
right.
But it is a lot more dangerous in F1 because he was not pole.
Well, at least it wasn't DQ'd.
Yeah, true. But he had to serve a 5-second penalty for that, kind
That's
of
right.
jumping the start a little bit.
That's right.
Leclerc crossed the finish line under the safety car, had his 9th career win, first ever at Silverstone, which is pretty cool for him. And it was his first win in over a year. So that's also a big deal for him, being able to kind of pull it out for Ferrari. So yes, moving into championship standings. So Kimi's lead is now only 25 points over George Russell's. That's close. It was 66 points after Monaco, so that gap just keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller. After Leclerc took first and Hamilton took third, so that kind of slashed their lead a lot. And obviously Kimi didn't finish, so that stopped them from getting any points there. And sprint races have a lot less points available on the table, so while he did win, doesn't matter as much for team standings as much as a Grand Prix. So, in your opinion, Kimi has had 2 bad races in the last 3 races, and he's had some bad luck, some car failure issues, mechanical issues. So, what do you think about his now 25-point lead? And is he still in the realm of being the top driver, being safe? What do you think?
Yeah, so it was a crazy weekend. You ran through a lot of the details, so I won't repeat all of that. But I think the facts are the facts. He was up 66 points 3 weeks ago. He's down, or 3 races ago, he's down to 25-point lead now. He's facing that adversity that we both knew would come, because it just does in F1 and life. And how he reacts will define whether or not he can maintain that lead. Some of it's in his control, some of it's not in his control. You know, he's facing some of the bad luck that Russell has faced, which, you know, has caused him to not be successful relative to Kimi to start the season. But listen, 25 points is not a lot.
Yeah.
When there's more than half of the season left to race. There's been 9 races. There are 13 more to go. I think another outcome from Silverstone is Russell, who faced adversity as well with the start and some issues with the car. He actually showed some grit, which I think we were not alone in wondering whether or not he had that based on how he's performed so far this season. But he showed grit to get up to second place. He kind of limped, and that safety car at the end of the race helped him because his tires were pretty much shot. But, you know, it's a safety car. So he was able to hold on to second. I think Max was in this race. He's back in this season. So I think he will continue to put pressure on whoever's leading the Drivers' Championship. And then you got Ferrari, who clearly have a good car and now have both drivers, along with Mercedes, that have taken the win in 9 races. So I think that I think that Kimi, he's still leading.
Yeah.
So it's still his to win. But I think what we talked about in the past around how the winners were rotating and he was still making podium. So the lead wasn't diminishing. Well, all of a sudden, a couple of races that he doesn't finish, DNFs, Russell getting to the podium and Lewis getting to the podium and Max sniffing the podium.
Yeah.
I think he's in trouble.
Yeah.
I think he's in trouble.
I do agree. Kind of looking at it from a math perspective a little bit. If, kind of bouncing off what you said, if the drivers who are winning are rotating, but Kimi's constantly making podium, he's still going to be ahead.
Right.
The problem that he's facing now is that the podium drivers are consistent.
Right.
And I think his biggest threat right now really is Lewis.
Yeah. Yep.
Because Lewis is consistently making that podium.
Yep.
And on top of that, Ferrari now has two drivers that seem to be at the very top of their game. Mercedes, yes, but also it feels like it's happening a lot where Kimi will have a really good race and George will have a bad race.
Right.
Or George gets second and Kimi barely finishes.
Right.
So it seems that Ferrari is having a little bit more of a consistent two-driver team right now than Mercedes is having, which is really, really going to impact not only the drivers, but also the team standings. So a little example, if Kimi doesn't finish the next race and George wins, they're tied for points.
There you go. Just like that.
Just like that. That's how easy it is.
Yeah.
It's only 25 points. The winner of a Grand Prix gets 25 points.
That's right.
So it's not a lot of points that he's ahead of anymore. No. So I think it's also going to come down a little bit to how can Mercedes work as a team? Because personally right now, I still feel like there's a little bit of competition between Kimi and George.
Oh, yeah.
And priority of one driver over another depending on race day.
Right.
And if you want to win the championship for your team, not only individual driver, you're going to have to make a change at some point.
Yeah.
Because Ferrari is consistently having their two drivers in the top 5, in the top 3.
Yeah.
Not always winning, but they're always up there.
Yep.
So
I think you're absolutely right. Fun little note outside of all this that I read this week, and something to keep an eye on. There are more and more grumblings about Max and from Max and Max's team about Red Bull.
Yeah.
And
there's a lot of rumors.
More
saying he's
rumors.
Move to McLaren.
That's right.
And then
replace
Oscar's
Piastri.
going to move to Red Bull.
To Red Bull.
Going to switch.
Yeah. So interesting kind of side drama to keep an eye on, especially as both teams, arguably Red Bull's having a better season than McLaren so far.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see how that drama comes out.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Ready to go to World Cup?
Yep.
Let's do it. All right. We are down to 8. Down to the final 8 after last night. Today, which is, we're recording on Wednesday, July 8th, the first day without football on TV since June 11th. So a little bit of a quiet, sad day.
So sad.
It is sad, but we'll ramp back up tomorrow. Quarterfinals start tomorrow. Sadly, the U.S. will not be a part of that.
Yeah.
So, as most people I'm sure already know, the U.S. is out. They lost 4-1 to Belgium in the round of 16 on Monday night in Seattle. Eliminated at the same stage as 2010, 2014, 2022. So they still have not made the quarterfinals since 2002, 24 years ago. They allowed 4 goals, the most in a U.S. World Cup game since a 5-1 loss to Czechoslovakia in 1990. So defense did not win this game.
Yeah.
It was the worst beating of the round. They conceded the 4 goals more than any other team in the entire round of 16.
Yeah.
3-goal margin was tied with Morocco's 3-0 victory over Canada for the widest margin. The irony, while taking this beating, they set record ratings. So the match drew over 30 million people in the U.S. alone, peaked at almost 37 million, and that's just on Fox. That doesn't include international, Telemundo, anything else. It was the most watched soccer telecast in U.S. history.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And then with that loss, all three host nations are no longer in the tournament. So Mexico also lost in the round of 16, as did Canada. So all three are out. How did it happen? Do a little bit of a deeper dive. Belgium needed just 9 minutes to score their first goal. Tillman went on to tie it with another amazing free kick. It was beautiful. Tied it 1-1, but then Belgium scored again 2 minutes later, and then added a third goal after our keeper had some challenges out of the box, and then added a fourth.
Annoying.
It was hard to watch.
Watching that, and then they replayed it, and I was like, guys,
yeah,
we know what happened. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, and then scored the fourth goal in extra time. As coach Pochettino said after the match today, we really didn't show our real quality, and it just hurts. So we had the best of times, we had the worst of times.
Yeah. Is that your theme for today?
It's a little bit of the theme with the U.S. team. So the best of times, they did win Group D outright. First group win since 2010. 3 wins in a single World Cup for the first time ever for the U.S. men. They had their first knockout round win since 2002 when they beat Bosnia. And I think there is no doubt that the enthusiasm and excitement permeated the stadiums, permeated the nation, and the fans showed up, and there were true electric environments for these games. So that was awesome. The bad part, the worst of times, the defense did not show up.
Yeah.
And it almost looked like the team did not show up.
Yeah.
For that loss Monday night. Christian Pulisic hurt his ankle, finished with no goals. They still haven't gotten to the quarterfinal since 2002. So 26 years without any progress as far as the bracket is concerned. You know, it was obviously a lot of people watched the match. It was just disappointing. There's no question Belgium was strong and awesome, but it's always disappointing when you don't feel like your team put their best foot forward, right? And I don't know if it was nerves. I don't know if it was overconfidence, but the energy and the attention to detail, just you could see it the moment the match started. It feels
like they just wanted it the whole time.
There was just a tentativeness.
Before, it just feels like they were checked out.
Yeah.
They were like, we're done.
Yeah.
We're not.
Yeah, the fight wasn't there in the same way. Yeah. And actually, the most energy from the team really came after they started subbing toward the end of the game with some of the younger players that hadn't played.
Yeah.
So anyway, why does this keep happening? You know, I just want to take a minute to talk about the state of soccer, because it's something we talked about going into the World Cup, and I think it's worth talking about. So why does this keep happening to U.S. men's soccer specifically? Why can't we get over this hump? So just a little bit of a larger perspective for a second. A lot of U.S. youth soccer runs on family-funded club fees, travel, and tournaments, which cost a lot of money. So the infrastructure in the U.S. to create and develop great soccer players costs a lot of money. It costs a lot of money. And automatically leaves out people that could be great soccer players.
Yeah.
Young boys that could evolve into being elite soccer players because they don't have that accessibility. It's different abroad. Governments actually fund and support and subsidize the development of soccer players in other countries around the world. So it's a structural gap, you know, that really leaves out a lot of potential great players and development in the U.S. compared to around the world. Couple that with the fact that a lot of our best athletes focus on other sports first.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's football, whether it's baseball, whether it's basketball, all of those extremely popular and drive incredible revenue and income at the highest levels. And so a lot of our best athletes are kind of channeled and attracted to those sports over soccer. It's not the same in other countries. In other countries, soccer is their NFL.
Yeah.
It is their NBA.
And it's ironic because they're attracted to the sports that are really only popular in the US.
To some extent. I mean, NBA is
NBA's
basketball is a worldwide sport.
Yeah, it's played in the Olympics. It's
NFL is not.
No.
Baseball, MLB to an extent, not worldwide, but pockets.
Yeah.
Latin America, it's huge in Latin America. Japan, absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, it is ironic. It's fascinating. So those are some of the reasons for the gaps. Where it goes from here, as far as the U.S. men's team specifically, Pochettino's future is really uncertain. His contract is up after the World Cup ends. And he's undecided, and I think the team is undecided whether or not he sticks around. They have a young core, which is great, that will continue to grow, that got experience. Tillman, Reyna, Weah, but 2030 won't be on home soil. So plenty of opportunity to continue to grow with young players. I think, and we'll do a little bit more of a post-mortem after the finals on whether or not this was successful for soccer in the United States. My impression right now is the answer is yes. And so I think that more young players will be attracted, or potential players will be attracted to the sport. And I think we will see a surge, an increase in engagement and participation in soccer. So we'll see. We'll see. Before we talk about the bracket and quarterfinals, I've got to call out Cape Verde for a second because to me, it's one of the best stories of the tournament so far. So while the U.S. couldn't get past the round of 16 again, a nation of 500,000 people in its first World Cup made it to the round of 16 and almost knocked out the returning champions in Argentina. It went to the 111th minute before Argentina scored the winning goal to take out Cape Verde 3-2. But smallest nation by population ever to reach the World Cup round. Just a huge, heartwarming story. The way they were received here, the way they were received, true champions when they went home. Fun fact, one of their most popular players is their goalkeeper, Valencia. And he is, he lit up social media. Everybody knows this guy at this point. I did a little bit of digging. He's 40 years old.
Yeah.
His name means little grandmother in Portuguese because that's the national language of Cape Verde. So his nickname is Granny. I love it.
That's funny.
I love it. I just had to share. All right, so moving on. The bracket quarterfinals are set. We got France versus Morocco, Spain versus Belgium. These are heavyweights, man. Norway versus England, and Argentina versus Switzerland. We'll give you our picks at the end. A couple big storylines still alive. Obviously, we got Messi going for back-to-back titles with Argentina in probably his last World Cup. The Golden Boot race between Mbappe, Haaland, and maybe even Messi still in the mix. Both of us picked France to win it at the beginning. Those picks are still looking pretty good. But question for you, we know the U.S. won its group stage, had the best group stage ever, won 3 matches the first time ever. We know they got booted. When you think about how they went out and why other countries keep passing us, are you encouraged or discouraged about where U.S. soccer goes from here?
U.S. soccer as a whole, I'm encouraged because the ratings were up.
Yeah.
That means more people are watching it. And I also think it being on home soil a little bit also helps because people are more invested in what's happening. So mostly encouraged. I think the US team specifically, so not just looking at the US, the team, I think they have a lot of room to grow still. Their defense was sloppy basically non-existent
in the last match.
Obviously, that's the thing with knockout is if it's a bad match, that just kind of sucks because you don't get another chance, which I think is also kind of the problem is there's not as much endurance and like you have to be able to bounce back. Like you're playing and then you rest for 2 days and then you're playing again.
Yeah.
Like it's constant. So I think the defense can get better. I think the team as a whole can get better. I think it's a lot better than it has been. So I'm still encouraged by that. And the fact that they have so many areas to grow is also really encouraging. But with the expanded format, it only gets harder.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think overall I'm encouraged.
Yeah.
I think the reality is, and actually the women are facing some of the same challenges the men are. I don't think it's quite to the extent, but the reality is other countries start developing and have the infrastructure to develop players at a much younger age and a much higher level of competition. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
And so I think the things that will change that is more accessibility and more engagement.
Yeah.
You know, with kids and parents. And I think the show, this World Cup, your point, being on home soil, I think the time zones.
Yeah.
I mean, home soil's perfect. But even if it's in a time zone that is accessible.
Yeah.
So it's not happening in the middle of the night. Some of these watch parties from around the world that are happening at like 2 a.m. in the morning, like, would that happen here if it was the U.S.? I don't know. I don't know that there's that much passion. 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
In Europe, across the world. So, but I do think this World Cup will help U.S. soccer moving forward.
I agree.
It'll be interesting to see what the ratings are for quarterfinals, semis, and finals.
Yeah.
I think that will also provide a little bit of a tell.
Yeah.
But man, some of these matchups are just crazy. So, all right, cool. Speaking of that, predictions. We got Wimbledon finals this weekend.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Wimbledon?
Sure.
Then we'll get into World Cup.
Sure.
Who you got?
Coco Gauff.
You're taking Coco?
Yeah.
Taking Coco.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is random, not a prediction, but the Wimbledon white dress code is so strange to me.
Is it?
Like, how do you even come up with that?
Oh, dude, it's been around for
I know it's been around for so long, but
it used to be. I think all tournaments used to be like that.
I don't know. That's strange to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just a tennis thing, but if someone was like, "This is an all black tech suit meet. You can only wear black tech suits." I'd be like, what?
Times have changed a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is going way, way back.
Yeah. I'm like, that's a little strange.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
But she's kind of taking it and running with it, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's maybe it's just tennis thing.
It's a generational thing. And a tennis thing.
Generational thing?
Yeah.
Wow. Are you calling me too young?
No, you're just not used to that much uniformity.
Yeah.
In different aspects of life.
Yeah. And then
you be you.
Yeah. And then Yannick Sinner, probably.
All right. So you're taking the two favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I do think it'll be, with the women, Coco Gauff is the highest ranked player left.
Yeah.
So the top 5 are gone. She's ranked 7th. I think the other 4 women left are all 10th or higher. So she's top ranked that's left. There have been a lot of upsets, obviously.
Yeah.
And on the men's side, Sinner, number 1, I've been a fan since I started watching him a little bit more last year.
Yeah.
It's exciting to see Taylor Fritz still in the mix from the U.S. He's number 6. He's part of that Final 4 group. But the reality is with Alcaraz out, who is kind of the main foil to Sinner, it's kind of Sinner's to lose.
Yeah.
And I think he's been playing pretty well. So Sinner and Gauff, but always fun to have breakfast at Wimbledon.
Yeah.
At least for me, memories from when I was a kid this weekend. So that's Wimbledon. And then World Cup semis. So who you got?
Okay, so my updated bracket, now that the bracket actually exists.
Yes.
Argentina. Here's why. I was looking at this. If you compare Argentina to Switzerland, Argentina has way more offense than Switzerland does.
Okay.
That's why I'm picking them.
Okay.
Actually, I just think that they can score more.
It's not a controversial pick.
Yeah, I know. And I mean, I basically won our battle already. So now I just need to prove to myself.
Portugal is not part of the conversation.
Yeah.
You won. I lost.
Norway, obviously. France, obviously. And then I'm picking Spain. I feel like their defense is gonna kind of surprise Belgium a little bit, especially after playing the US.
Okay.
So I don't know. I'm going with Spain.
You're going with Spain.
Yeah, and then semis, Norway, France, and then I think Norway's gonna win.
Okay.
Yeah, and Holland is.
You think Norway is gonna win?
Yes.
So you're changing your winner. Okay.
Yes.
You think what? Holland?
Yeah, I think he's gonna get the
golden boot.
The golden boot.
He's another guy that's so kind of taken over the world.
He's so funny.
He's funny, and he's
Snapchat.
also kind.
He got Snapchat.
Okay.
And he posts on his public story. I look at it. It's so funny. Like it's like videos of him trying on cowboy boots in Texas.
Okay.
Wearing cowboy hats, and he's just laughing with his friends. I'm like, oh my god, he's so funny. He's so funny.
That's funny.
So yeah.
Yeah, he's another guy that's kind of won the hearts of new viewers. All right, I don't agree with your picks. I agree with some. So France is going to beat Morocco. Belgium is going to beat Spain. That Spain-Portugal match was awesome. Belgium just looked like a machine, and they didn't even play two of their top players against the U.S., which made the loss even worse. Norway versus England might be the best quarterfinal match of all four.
You know, Norway. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. They've played 3 teams in the top 15.
Have they?
To get to where they are now.
Yeah.
And no other team has had to do that.
Is that right? The hardest path.
They had like the hardest path. So something that I noticed.
Well, yeah, and they beat Brazil. It was their earliest exit since 1990.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like they have really had to fight their way, but I mean they've still looked dominant even playing those teams.
Yep.
Can I just say another reason why I pick Spain instead of Belgium?
Sure.
Did you know that during the World Cup so far that they haven't given up a single goal?
No. Spain?
Yeah.
And they beat Portugal 1-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that was the same with Cape Verde.
Yeah.
Until they played Argentina. They hadn't given up any goals.
Yeah.
In regulation.
Yeah.
It was only in extra time. So anyway, I'm going with Belgium over Spain. I'm going with Norway over England, which I predict will be the best of the 4 quarterfinals. And I'm going with the upset, Switzerland over Argentina. I think Argentina was really lucky, honestly. Really lucky to get to the quarterfinals. I think Switzerland looks strong against a very, very good Colombia team. It's Switzerland's first trip to the quarterfinals in 70 years.
That's crazy.
70 years. I think it's also really cool that Norway and Switzerland are both in the quarterfinals. Like, obviously didn't pick that at the beginning. So anyway, those are my 4. I think in the semis, I agree with you. France and Norway win their matches, and I still keep France.
Fire.
Ants in your pants. France.
Hope.
So those are my picks. We'll see. Matches start back up tomorrow.
Yep.
It's exciting. All right. So this weekend, it's loaded. Obviously, we got the World Cup quarterfinals. We got the Wimbledon finals. Leading up to the Major League Baseball All-Star Game, which is next Tuesday. So we'll do the home run derby and all that Monday before we record again. So a little something for everybody.
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah.
What are we doing this weekend? Do we have plans? Do you have plans?
I work.
You got to work?
And I'm going to Flags.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is the last full work weekend before we start dialing into swim meets.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. You want to take us home?
Yep. Make sure to follow, like, subscribe, leave a comment. We'd love to hear your feedback on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Threads, Instagram. We love to hear everyone's feedback and what they have to say. All good things, all good things. And thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.